hot take, AI in insurance, or as I call it, corporate Tinder.
Looks amazing in the pitch deck, disappointing in production.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging headfirst into a topic that sounds incredibly advanced, AI, but often kind of falls flat in the real world. Specifically, we're looking at the often misunderstood reality of AI implementation in the insurance industry. This deep dive is based on some really insightful material called AI in Insurance. It's your workflow, not you. And our mission today, it's really to uncover why so many promising AI initiatives in insurance just fail to scale. And what really makes the difference between a flashy pilot and actual transformative change. The source material, it puts it brilliantly, actually. It says AI in insurance can feel a lot like corporate Tinder. Looks amazing in the pitch deck, but then, well, often pretty disappointing in production. What's your immediate reaction to that corporate Tinder idea for AI?
Oh, yeah. That analogy just nails it, doesn't it? It's kind of like, that online dating profile where someone says they're 6'2",
Right.
and then they show up and maybe they can barely reach the top shelf at the grocery store. The reality just doesn't quite match the expectation. And that gap, that can be really damaging for trust.
Exactly. And you see this pattern so often in insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Executives they're phenomenal at starting AI pilots.
Mm-hmm.
Really good at it. Things like chatbots, claim summarizers, first notice of loss tools. They've probably got a pilot for it somewhere. But the real challenge, it's scaling them, getting them beyond that pilot stage. What is it about that follow through, the actual scaling, that makes it such a huge hurdle, especially in insurance?
It's a classic trap, isn't it? It reminds me of signing up for the gym in January, all that New Year enthusiasm, right? With the scaling the AI project.
Yeah.
That's like actually consistently showing up in March, April, May. Or, remember all those Pelotons bought during the pandemic?
Oh, yeah.
How many of those are basically just $2,000 coat racks now?
Too many, probably.
The initial excitement is there, the vision seems clear, but the actual integration into the daily grind,
Yeah.
that's where it often breaks down. It just shows the difference between a cool idea and sustained embedded change.
And you, listening, you can probably feel that breakdown yourself. Picture this, because it happens all the time to policyholders. It's so frustrating. You get a chatbot, greets you all friendly, how can I help you? So you type out your whole issue, explain everything,
Right.
and then it just transfers you to the exact same call center queue you were already on hold with for an hour.
Ugh, yeah, that's the worst.
Or maybe the company's invested in this amazing AI vision tool. Sounds revolutionary, spots damage instantly on a photo. Fantastic.
Okay, sounds good so far.
But then it can't actually connect to the payment system.
Ah.
Right, so your claim, congratulations, it's now stuck in the we'll get back to you in 5-7 business months stage.
Ouch.
And then there's the underwriting copilot. Huge potential, right? Could save hours. But the data underneath it all, it still looks like it came off a floppy disk from 1997.
Sighs slightly. That sounds incredibly familiar, unfortunately. So familiar. It just highlights that companies say they've embedded AI into the workflow. But really, hearing stories like yours, it sounds like they've just kind of duct taped it to the side and just hoped for the best,
Right, duct taped it.
That's the fundamental flaw. And that 1997 data point you mentioned, that's a massive roadblock. AI, these algorithms, they need clean, structured, consistent information to learn, to be effective. Legacy system data, stuff that's unstructured, siloed. It's basically like a black hole for AI. It can't work with it properly.
And it's that exact mindset, the duct taping, that makes them overlook the critical stuff, the unsexy parts of
Right.
AI implementation, right? The source material calls these the broccoli of AI. Things like governance, good data pipelines, actual integration.
Yeah.
Why are these, seemingly boring things so foundational?
They absolutely are the broccoli of AI. Nobody gets excited about broccoli, right? But you skip it. Your project ends up right next to blockchain for pet insurance in the corporate graveyard.
Toggles. Okay, fair point.
No, seriously. Without solid governance, these AI models can drift, develop biases, even cause compliance headaches. Big ones. Liabilities, not assets. And data pipelines. Think of them like the arteries for AI. If you don't have clean, reliable data flowing in, even the smartest algorithm just starves. It can't do anything. So yeah, neglecting that foundational stuff, it almost guarantees your fancy pilot never actually takes off for real.
And it's precisely those unsexy parts, that deep integration, that are totally essential when we talk about what the source material calls connected customer journeys.
Yeah.
Because, as the paper points out, connected doesn't just mean more portals.
Right.
Or more passwords, more logins.
Oh, God, no. That just adds layers of frustration, doesn't it? What true connection means, or what it should mean, is putting everyone, agents, policyholders, employees, in the same system, working off the same information at the same time. That's where you get the real synergy. Everyone's actually on the same page.
Because, and this is a really core insight from the material, I think, in insurance, AI isn't the product.
Yeah.
Trust is.
Exactly.
It's not just some nice to have. In an industry built on promises, on long-term relationships, any tech friction, any clunky process, it directly eats away at that trust.
You've absolutely hit it. You could have the slickest AI, the most advanced tool out there, but if using it means a customer has to jump through like 6 different portals and then still call the call center anyway, they're not impressed. They're just exhausted.
Yeah.
And they're probably, subtweeting you about the terrible experience later, which completely kills any trust that shiny tech was supposed to build.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? I think the crucial takeaway is this absolute need to embed AI like it's actually part of the engine, woven into the fabric of operations, not just, a flashy hood ornament you bolted on to look good.
Yeah, because if you don't do that, in 10 years, that fancy AI you bought, it'll just be automating your next innovation update PowerPoint. It'll just be talking about innovation instead of actually being innovative. A very expensive PowerPoint generator.
That's a pretty sharp thought to leave people with.
Yeah.
So here's something to mull over. How can industries, especially ones like insurance, built on long-term trust, how can they truly integrate technology not just for efficiency, but to genuinely build that trust, to enhance the experience, instead of creating these solutions that sound impressive but are ultimately just frustrating? What are the practical steps?
And hey, if your chatbot ever accidentally Venmos me for a pizza, 5 stars, instantly, no notes.